Alright, in this video we're going to be solving two-step inequalities. So here's an example we might see that works with two-step inequalities. We're trying to raise money, we're doing a fundraiser, and we're selling t-shirts for $13 each. Right now we already have 6,539 raised, and we need to get up to 10,000. So on something like this, the question is, how many more t-shirts do we need? Well, basically we need to figure out how much more money we need to make. So that would be 10,000 minus 6,539, and then divide that by the amount per t-shirt to figure out how many more t-shirts we would need to solve. Now, the reason why this is an inequality is because, well, we could raise more money, that would be fine, but we need at least $10,000 to build a new stadium or purchase whatever big thing it might be. So let's look at this example here. We have a senior who's going to get their senior pictures taken. He has $425 saved up just for walking in, getting the pictures taken, and the basic package is going to be $200. And then he also wants to get some wallet-sized pictures, and those are going to be $450 each. So we're going to go ahead and write an inequality and then solve it to figure out how many wallet-sized pictures Rob can purchase. So here we go. So we know that the total's got to be no more than $425. So less than or equal to $425. $200 just to go in and sit down and get the pictures for Grandma and Grandpa. And then we're going to add to that $4.50 per wallet size picture. We can use P for pictures, W for wallet size, X because it's the unknown, whatever you want to use there. So now we have our inequality, and now we can go ahead and solve from here. All right, so now we just want to solve this inequality. So we're going to treat the inequality symbol just like an equal sign. So we want to get the P by itself on the left-hand side. So we're going to undo the plus 200 with a minus 200 to both sides. So we have 0 200s there on the left, just the 4.5P. And then 425 minus 200 is going to be 225. Still need to get P by itself, so undo the 4.5 with a divide by 4.5 to both sides. And now we have 4.5 over 4.5 is just 1P written there. And then 225 divided by 4.5 is 50. So we know that he can get at most 50 pictures, or the number of pictures is less than or equal to 50. Now on a number line, remember we want 0 and then any other important numbers also on there. And then it's or equal to, so that's going to get a closed dot because 50 is a solution. And then for less than or equal to, we're going to shade to the left. Now note with this one, with a word problem, going anywhere to the left of 0 really doesn't make much sense there. We could probably just stop it right at 0. So let's go ahead and solve this equation here. Pause the video, give it a try, and then come on back. So here we go. We're going to treat the inequality just like an equal sign. We're going to move everything except the X to the right-hand side or off of the left there. So we'll start by undoing this positive 13 with a minus 13 to both sides. So remember, this is not a minus 13. It's a negative 11 there. That's a positive 13. So to undo a positive 13 is with a minus 13 there. So now we just have no more 13s, just the negative 11x on the left, 79 minus 13, 66. Now we need to undo this being multiplied by negative 11 with a divide by negative 11. We're dividing by a negative, so we do want to switch the direction of the inequality here. And then we have just 1x there, and then positive divided by negative is negative, 66 divided by 11 is 6. So x is greater than or equal to negative 6. So on our number line, we want to have 0, and then any other important numbers. In this case, that's just going to be the negative 6. Or equal to gets a closed dot because negative 6 is one of the solutions. And then greater than is going to be shaded to the right. The numbers greater than negative 6 are going to be to the right of negative 6. So for this example here, we do want to get y by itself, solve for y. We're treating the inequality just like an equal sign. So this is a regular two-step, but it's an inequality instead of an equation. So we'll start by undoing the minus 3 with doing a plus 3 to both sides. So over here we have a negative 19 plus 3 makes negative 16. And then 8y plus 3 minus 3, no more 3's, just 8y there. Now undo the multiply by 8 with a divide by 8 to both sides. And we are dividing by a positive, so we're not going to be switching the direction of the inequality. So negative divided by positive is negative, and then 16 divided by 8 is 2, and then 8 over 8 is just 1y written right there. So now when we go for our graph, we need 0, and then any other important numbers that are in the question. So in this case here, just the -2. So it's strictly greater than, so that's going to be an open circle because -2 is not one of the solutions. And then in this case here, we do want to be thinking, okay, so the y's are smaller, right? Because the alligator eats the bigger number. So these need to be smaller than the -2. -2 is the biggest. So numbers that are smaller than that are going to be to the left. So we are used to seeing it like this, and this tends to make a little bit more sense in our brains. Y is less than -2. So if this is confusing, having the variable after the inequality, just switch it around like this, and it should help your brain captain tell you which direction you're going to shade.